Good morning, Eric.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Good. All right. So this morning when we start our lesson, we're going to start off with homophones for our dictionary skills. Do you remember what a homophone is? Homophones have the same sound, but a different meaning and spelling. Yes, that's what a homophone is. So Miss Lauren wrote some homophones on the board. Cruise, cruise. Way, way. Sing, sing. Cereal, cereal. Sweet, sweet. Yes. Did those all sound the same? They did, but they have a different spelling and different meaning. And they're called homophones. So I'm going to give you a sentence, and you're going to pick the correct homophone that goes with that sentence. But before we do that, let's make sure we know what they mean. Cruise and cruise. Do you know what this cruise is?
A ship.
Ooh, this cruise is a ship. So this cruise is like a group of people that are working together. Yeah, like a construction crew or something like that. Very good. Okay, what is this way? W-A-Y.
I'm going away.
Okay. Like that could be. Or go this way, like a direction. So what would this way be?
How much you weigh?
How much you weigh. Very good. Sing. You've seen this word.
I seen somebody.
Yeah, I sing someone. And what is this sing? S-C-E-N-E.
A movie.
Like in a movie or a play. Correct. Cereal. Cereal.
Like the food you eat.
The food you eat. Breakfast. What's this cereal? Aha, we don't know. Do you?
Nope.
Okay. So let's use our dictionary. And let's move on to sweet while this is pulling up. What's S-W-E-E-T?
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Like you eat sweet.
Yeah, like the cake is very sweet. And what would this sweet be?
Sweeping something.
Sweet. So not sweet, but sweet.
Oh, sweet. I don't know.
That sweet is more like when you are going to stay in a hotel, but some of them are called suites. The rooms could be a suite. Okay. So here we are. We're going to use the electronic dictionary, online dictionary for today. I want you, let's type in cereal. S-E-R-I-A-L. Hit enter. You're going to get some definitions. Cereal. What type of part of speech is it? Noun.
Now.
Okay. So it's anything published or broadcast in short installments. As a novel appearing like issues of magazines, those could be series. Or a movie or a show on TV, they have series. Okay. And we got everything else, right? You knew all the other words, all the other homophones. So I'm going to give you a copy of this, but Miss Lauren's going to read it out loud. You're going to find the correct homophone, and if you want, you can write it in the sentence. Number 1, the Joneses will cruise the Caribbean on the flagship Carnival. What homophone cruise if they're going on a cruise?
On the ship.
Yeah, so which cruise is that?
C-R.
Actually, come up. You don't have to write. Come up and circle the correct homophone. We'll leave that right here for you. So which cruise? Very good. Number 2. Look at me. Dad stopped at the station to ask the way to the hotel? Which way? Very good, because we're looking for direction. Number 3. Ready? Jan waited for the second scene of the play to begin. And what type of scene is that?
A movie or a show?
Uh-huh, very good. Will Dad eat cereal for breakfast this morning? Which homophone? Very good, cereal. And the last one, a suite of rooms was reserved for the president. Good, and what kind of suite is that?
The room.
Like a room in a hotel, very good. So Eric, as I finish up my lesson, tell Miss Lauren what a homophone is.
Homophone is
Words that
sound the same but have different meaning and different spelling.
perfect. Good job. So we're gonna move on to our reading desk. For our reading decks, we're going to do our split decks, which we know on this table.
I think we know that.
No, these are the ones we need more practice on.
Okay.
Begin.
E equals to E. Digraph A-Y. A-U.
Digraph a U.
I equals to E.
Make sure that's C.
Convolution of Y. A equals to E. Digraph A-U. A-E-A. Digraph E-W. Digraph E-Y. Digraph Y.
Vowel Y.
Digraph C-S-H. Digraph U-E. Digraph A-I. U constant E. Digraph A-Y. A-W. O constant E. O, digraph O-A. S. Digraph O-E. Target E-R. Digraph I-E. Digraph E-I. Digraph E-U. Y constant E.
Okay, keyword and sound.
After E. Saucer off. 5 I. 40 chord. World Dr. Cake A. Diesel E. Ed F. Steak A.
Pew.
Pew U. Monkey E. Fly I. Fairly E.
Sorry.
Ship statue U. Sail A. Cube U. Saw O. Rope O. Boat O. Socks. Nose. Toe O. Bird Church. Chef. School.
School.
Iris. No, not Iris. I don't know.
Priest.
Priest E. Pie I. Stealing E. Virus.
Vein.
Vein A. Europe. U.
Europe. U.
U. Typewriter I.
Very good. Okay. Good job on your reading decks. Now we're going to move on to our new learning for today. And I'm going to write some words on the board for our new learning. So you just wait 1 second. And watch Miss Lauren. E-R-Y plus E-E. T-I-M-I-E-S-T. P-E-N-N-Y. Yes. L-E-S-S. P-E-N-N-I-L-E-S-S. Okay. What can you tell me about these words? Look at the first column. What do you notice?
The Y changes to I.
Oh, okay. But let's look at the base word. What's the same in all of those?
They all have Y.
They all have end in a Y. Very good. What do you notice about the second column?
It's suffix.
These are all suffix. What kind of suffixes are they?
ED, EST, yes.
So are the vowel and consonant?
Yeah, vowel and consonant.
Yeah, they're vowel and consonant suffixes. And the third column are all
Derivative.
derivatives. Very good. Now, if the suffix begins with a vowel, we must look at the base word. What kind of letter is in the final position of each word? What did you tell me what letter it was?
Y.
A Y. What comes just before the Y?
A consonant.
A consonant. Let's look at the derivatives. What has changed?
The Y to I.
The Y changed to an I. What is the same at the end of each base word? Because each base word ended in a Y. So we see that when we changed the Y and we added a suffix, we changed the Y to an I. I'm going to write two more words on the board. C-A-R-R-Y plus I-N-G equals C-A-R-R-Y-I-N-G. B-A-B-Y plus I-S-H equals B-A-B-Y-I-S-H. Tell Miss Lauren what's the same in the base word.
They all end with a Y.
They all end in a Y. What's the same with the suffixes?
The suffixes.
What kind of suffixes?
This
one.
Consonant suffix.
Well, they start with an
The
I.
vowel.
Okay, and they both start with an I. Oh, this time up here they started with an E, or we had an L for penniless. This one they started with an I. Now, what did you notice about the derivatives?
The Y doesn't change.
The Y did not change. Okay. What? So here is our new spelling rule that we're going to learn today. It's called the changing rule. If a base word ends in a consonant and a Y, you change the Y to an I before adding a suffix that does not begin with an I. So if your suffix begins with an I, do you change the Y? No. You just keep the Y and you add your suffix. I-N-G or I-S-H. But if your base word ends in a consonant and a Y, what do you have to do?
Change the Y to I.
Change the Y to the I and add your suffix. So here is our changing rule picture that will help us remember. So first, there's 3 checkpoints. First, we look at the base word. If it has a consonant before the final Y, then that tells us, Miss Lauren, we need the suffix that does not begin with an I. You change it to an I. You change the Y to an I and add your suffix. This is the changing rule. Okay?
Yeah.
So what I want you to do quickly is cut out your pieces.
Like all pieces?
Yes. cut out the egg. The parsnip. Oh, the butterfly just cut right here. You don't have to cut it out like that.
Oh, like that?
Yep. Good. Start the butterfly, the egg. Caterpillar and the cocoon. Okay. And the last piece. You can cut that piece off.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, quickly go throw your trash away right there. All right. So just to review, tell me our 3 checkpoints. First, you look.
For the consonant,
Okay.
and then if the final is a Y, the suffix I that what suffix doesn't change. Wait, if it's a Y,
Change the
change the Y to a I.
and add your
Add your suffix EX.
yeah, add your suffix. Very good. And let's read the words because we didn't get to read the words. So our derivatives: buried,
Buried,
carried, tiniest,
tiniest,
penniless.
penniless.
Very good. All right. Good job on your new learning. Let's move on to fluency practice. If you could get your folder, we'll be using this. Okay, we're starting our new story today, and it's called Starting West. And so today you're going to just get 1 minute to read your story and see how far you can get. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Begin.
Clark and Bart duo on a farm in the north with their dog Darling. One morning on a Clark says, Bart, let her nest the mules to the cart and go west. Bart sits and thinks, then said, I will go west, Clark, but we must form a list first. We must harvest the corn and sell it at market. We must sort the things from the garden and save them in the jar. We should smoke pork to have on the trip too. Clark, this is not a short trip. We must be smart. The men are hard at it for a long time. At last, the morning to pack. The cart is here. They take things to cook like pork.
Very good. Okay, mark your spot. 1, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 words per minute. Very good. Okay.
Are we going to do the comedy?
Yes, so next week we will do our words. Good job on your fluency. Now let's move on to some reading practice. Oh my goodness. Okay, so for reading practice today, we've been working with the letter G.
G.
And how many sounds can G make?
1,
G.
3, 2.
2 sounds. It can sound like
G and J.
exactly. You sound like G and J. Okay? So we've been practicing and we know our key word for G is
Giraffe.
goat,
Oh,
G.
And giraffe. J.
I mean, not our key word, but we know that G can make it sound like goat, G, and yeah, and giraffe,
J.
J. Okay. So what Miss Lauren did is I cut our pictures up and I've divided them into 2 parts. And I'm going to give you some words.
Oh.
Okay? If you need the words, you can to help you read them. And then I want you to tape them under the correct column. Okay? And I'll hand you the tape. What's the first word?
G.
No, read the word.
Glow.
Good. It sounds like a
G.
G.
Under it?
Yep, you're going to tape it under the picture. Okay?
B.
What's happening?
Giraffe. Magic.
Magic. Okay. Good job.
Digit.
Okay.
Gist.
Very good. Gist.
Gorilla. Gentle.
Very good. J. Gentle.
Garden.
Good.
Gerbil.
Gerbil. Good job.
Agent.
Excellent.
Garnet.
Garlic.
Garden.
Very good. And our last one.
I can call it.
Go ahead. Code the word.
Oh, pilgrim.
Do we say pilgrim or pilgrim?
Pilgrim.
Yes, so it's going to sound like a
G.
G. Very good. So Eric, how many sounds can G make?
Those 2.
2, and what are they?
G.
No?
G.
The sound.
G.
It could
And
be
J.
and J. Very good. All right. If you could help Miss Lauren, let's see. Okay, so now we're going to do some, bless you, get some hand sanitizer. Reading comprehension. Actually, we're going to work on vocabulary. So, we know on our app, we have word cookie. And they're going to give you 5 letters. And you're going to find the words using just those 5 letters. You're going to make up 4 words. So let's see. Which word? All right. Good job. So you have a B, an R, a C, an H, and you have one vowel, which is an I. Okay, so you found the first one word, B-R-I-C-H, rich. I'm sorry, like what? B-I-R-C-H, birch. Oh my, what's that word? So shuffle your words and let's see if we can find a different word. It's a 3-letter word or a 4-letter word. What do you call people that have a lot of money? They are
Rich.
Oh, can you spell that? Okay, good. Now we just need 2 more words. 4-letter word. I'm going to give you a hint. We put babies in this when they sleep at night. Like if you don't want the baby to sleep with you, they have this in their room. Put the baby in the
Fridge.
fridge. Crib.
Yeah.
How do you spell crib?
Oh, rib.
No. Cur. Do you know what cur?
CR.
Okay.
IB.
That's right. Very good. Excellent job. And the last one, just a 3-letter word.
Rib.
Rib. Very good. All right. Any questions about any of these words? So, let's see here. So you know what all of these words mean? Hello?
What?
So you know what all of these words mean?
Yes.
Very good. Let's move on to
Good morning, staff. Excuse the interruption. Could you please send your pickles and popcorn orders down to PTA? They are ready. Thank you.
Okay, now it's time for our spelling deck. Spelling practice. So, here's your paper and your pencil. Spelling practice is only going to be, we're working on the ones that we are not secure in. Echo, name, and write. A, cake. So what's
Cake.
A consonant, silent E. I'm giving you the key word to help you remember your spelling sound. So cake is A consonant, silent E. That's your key word for A consonant, silent E. What else? Comma.
ED. No, comma.
What about apron?
Apron.
Comma A.
Comma A.
Final position.
Position. A1.
Digraph AY. Yes. Hold your pencil properly. Ready?
Huh?
Look at Miss Lauren. J.
Sh.
Say it out loud.
J constant G.
J, comma,
Oh yeah, G.
G. Final position. Okay, remember we've been working on this. Your keyword is badge. So how do you spell J in badge? Say it out loud.
EG.
Comma. And then hinge is your other keyword.
What?
Your keyword is hinge. J. It ends in a G, E. Hold your hand. Hold your paper with your hand. U, comma. And we're not saying you, we're saying like umbrella. So U, comma, you have that part right. We're not doing you, we're doing umbrella. So you had it correct. U, comma, A for banana. Remember we learned banana? U, comma, A. Final position, A. Ooh. I. Get some hand sanitizer. All right. I. Hold your pencil properly. You're right there, though. E. Digraph E for feet. So it's digraph E, E. I'm sorry. Digraph E, E. Comma.
E. For 3.
Ugh.
You.
No, honey. Book, What's And that's moon, ooh. And we say for book, And last one, or a couple more. U. Like cube U. U, consonant, silent E, comma U.
Consonant, silent E.
Final position. Digraph. Their keyword is statue.
U.
U what?
Yui.
Yui. Very good. And last one. Ah.
Octopus. O.
No. Your keyword is saucer.
Oh, that means A-U?
Good.
A-U.
Comma.
Oh, A-U. A-W for saw.
Hold on.
Oh.
Before that is ball is your keyword. So what comes after the comma?
Ball. A-L?
Just A.
A.
Then final position.
A-W.
Very good. Okay. Good job on your spelling. We're going to keep practicing those until we get those sounds in.
Yeah.
All right. You're going to flip your paper over. For spelling practice, we're going to just practice the changing rule, which you have your pieces here, and I'm going to give you some words that's going to have the changing rule, and you're going to see spell them correctly.
Okay.
So I'm going to say the base word, you repeat after me. I'll say the suffix. And then you're going to, we're going to do our SOS. You're going to spell it out loud, unblend, and name and write the letters. Okay? Now, does the spelling of a suffix ever change?
No.
No. So you can go ahead and write your suffix down. So let's pretend. You pretend first. I'm going to show you how I want you to do it. So tell me carries.
Carries.
Okay. I'm doing this. I'm showing you what I want you to do. Put your pencil down. Park your pencil. You're the teacher, so say it again.
Carries.
Carries. Base word, carry.
Suffix S.
That might not be a good one because it has IES. Okay, no, let's do a different one. Let's do.
Timing.
Oh, we can do carried.
Carried. Okay.
Base word, carry. Suffix, ed. Okay. Carried. Base word, carry. Suffix, ed. So, car. Oh, let's check. It ends in a consonant. Base word ends in a consonant and a Y. So I'm going to change the Y to an I and add ed. Carry.
Okay.
Okay, let's try. Babies.
Babies. Suffix es. Yeah? Yes. Yes.
Base word.
Baby.
Okay, let's spell it out loud.
B-A-D-Y.
Not D-Y, but
B-A-B-Y.
okay. So let's see. Okay, use your manipulatives and see, check, see if it's right. See if it's the changing one.
For the consonant, if I know it's Y, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Done.
Spell babies.
Babies.
Spell it.
B-A-B-I-E-S.
Very good. We're going to do one more.
Okay.
Parties.
Parties.
Suffix.
Suffix es.
Good. Base word.
Party.
Party.
P-A-R-T-Y.
Okay.
Yes.
Use your
Consonant T. Final is Y. And then yes.
okay. Doesn't begin with I.
P-A-R-T-I-E-S. Parties.
Very good. So Eric, just to review the changing rule, tell me what the rules are.
If it has a consonant before a Y, the Y changes to an I.
Before adding your suffix.
Adding a suffix.
Very good. All right. Good job on your spelling practice. Now we're going to do our go-to written expression. And for written expression, I was just going to have you write some words that we were working on with the G sound and the G sound. So that's just good practice. We don't have to write all the words, but just good practice for writing. So here's your words. You had goat, and you had these words, and you had giraffe, and you had these words.
Ooh, I have to write this?
So you're just going to write, let's just write 3 for each.
I have to put giraffe right here?
No. Hold your pencil properly. we'll just start our list and then we'll finish our list on Monday.
Oh.
So what's 2 words that make a j sound?
Just
Okay. And
gentle.
very good. Okay. What's 2 words that make a?
Pilgrim.
Oh, we don't say pilgrim.
Pilgrim.
Pilgrim. This was on the wrong list. There you go.
Garden.
Mm-hmm. Very good. All right. Good job on your writing, handwriting, written expression. So listening comprehension for today. Do you remember what a pronoun is?
Nope.
Let's see. It, he, she, him, her.
Names?
They're, yeah, they are. They take the place of a
Plural group.
or a noun.
Or that.
Pronouns take, so if I didn't want to say Eric is happy, I could say
He is happy.
he is happy. Those are pronouns.
Oh.
Pronouns take the place of a noun. So, we're going to be working on pronouns. And I have a story called Mine All Mine. It's a book about pronouns. If you hear a pronoun, I want you to give me a 5. Raise your hand. Okay. Pronouns take the place of nouns. So we don't have to say Mike said, Mike walked, Mike's dogs today. Mike walked Mike's dogs a long, long way. How boring. What we say would be without the pronouns his and he. King Cole would call for King Cole's pipe. King Cole would call for King Cole's bowl. And King Cole's fiddlers 3. On and on. It makes me yawn. It's awkward and wordy. The rhythm is gone. And so, hooray, hip hop hooray for the personal pronouns. You, it, them, they, for us, we, I, me, him, her, he, she. Yes. These are the most common pronouns we use. But sometimes it's tricky to know which to choose. Which should it be? The king is him or the king is he? Reverse the sentence and you'll see. He is the king, so the king is he. Very good. So what are pronouns? Pronouns?
Take the place of a noun.
Exactly. And give me an example of a pronoun.
Like, I can't say, Miss One is happy because she is happy.
Exactly. Right. All right, so let's review what we learned today, and you are going to be done. The spelling changing rule. So tell me what the changing rule is all about.
If it has a consonant before Y, the Y changes to I.
Yes, and we're talking about the base word, right?
Oh, yeah, the base word if it changes.
If the base word has a consonant before a
A
Y,
Y. The Y changes to an I.
and then you add your suffix. Now, what if the suffix starts with an I and the base word ends in a Y? Do we change the Y?
No.
No. If a suffix starts with an I, you don't change the Y. You just leave it and then you add your suffix. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Excellent job today.